Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to The Viewpoints with me, your boy, the man, NJ to the city. Which really, I should retitle this, not The Viewpoints. I should title it an episode of BNETVSPORts, because that's what I'm about to talk about in this topic. Yeah, 22 seconds, yeah. Quick thing, this is me talking about sports this time around. The reason why is because even though I'm wearing a Carolina Panthers sweater, still, should I God bless my Jaguars. And the reason why I say this, and I guess I should say, should I God bless them, to please God help them. The reason why I say that, hey, I could be wrong about what everything I'm about to say. So this is my preseason analysis before they even play a preseason game. Or this is my training camp analysis before they even play, while they're in training camp before they even play a preseason game. But here's how it goes. Doug Marrone says Henne is the Jaguars' backup quarterback despite Allen's string of promising performances. Here's the thing. Let me not sugarcoat this. Henne, I can't believe he's still on the team. I really can't believe he's still on the team. No offense, you should have got rid of him when you let Blake Bortles go. Well, actually, they traded Blake Bortles over to 40. Not Blake Bortles, sorry. Blaine Gabbert. I'm sorry, Blake. I'm sorry for confusing your name. They should have let Henne go when they let Blaine Gabbert go, when they actually traded Blaine Gabbert over to the 49ers. And the reason why I say that, because Henne, just like Blaine, had legitimately multiple opportunities to seize the starting job. Plenty of opportunities, but they can never get it done. Blaine had plenty of opportunities, and so did Henne. You probably like, what do you mean Henne had opportunity? Henne, for 2 straight seasons, if I'm not mistaken, for 2 straight seasons, he started like an excess of 5 or more games. So trust me, he had an opportunity for 2 straight seasons to seize the Jaguars' starting quarterback position. I can't believe we've even kept him as a backup. For example, what's his name? I want to say Luke McCown, but it's not Luke McCown. It's I think it's Jordan Palmer. I think Jordan Palmer, the guy who's I wouldn't say he's a quarterback guru, but I do know he's definitely a guy who works out with a lot of these young talents, so forth and so forth. They were saying how about 2-3 how many years ago that Jordan Palmer was a guy that Blake Bortles had been working with frequently. To again retool his mechanics and other stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if Jordan Palmer's doing that for Blake Bortles, then why is Jordan Palmer not Blake's backup instead of Chad Henne? And Chad, I'm not saying you can't, you're not mentoring him or you're not teaching him anything. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying is that you cannot be kidding me. Brandon Allen was drafted last year in I think the 6th round. 5th or 6th round of the 2016 NFL draft out of the University of Arkansas. And you mean to tell me that Allen is currently the only member of the quarterback trio to not throw an interception in team drills. And you mean to tell me that you won't put that he's not your direct backup to Blake Bortles? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now, on that, God knows I could be wrong about my opinion here, but all that tells me is that if the Jaguars do make the playoffs, they won't make it past the divisional round. I can tell you that much. They won't make it past the divisional round. You'd be like, why do you think they won't make it past the divisional round? They're not beating teams like the Patriots. I can tell you that. They're not beating teams like the Patriots and the Oakland Raiders and whoever else. With a healthy Derek Carr. They're not beating teams like that and the Colts and whoever else. They're not beating you with a healthy Andrew Luck. They're not beating teams like that. And this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. They could prove me wrong. And then I'll come back on YouTube and I'll be like, yeah, I'm happy that y'all proved me wrong, so forth and so forth. But you're not going to go to the playoffs and beat teams like the Indianapolis Colts with a healthy Andrew Luck and a team like the Raiders with a healthy Derek Carr, and you darn sure there's no way you're beating, Tom Brady. There's no way. Or better yet, it's like in college, you can beat Nick Saban once, but it's hard to beat him twice. So trust me, you might beat him once by God's grace, pure luck, whatever you want to call it. But you're not beating the man twice. But honestly, I don't think Tom Brady would even let that happen, honestly. Even though we've got a stacked defense this year, a stacked defense. So I give us full credit with that. I give us full credit with our measures on stacking up our defense. Our defense is stacked this season. So I give us full credit and full props for stacking our defense up this season. It was stacked last season, but if you thought it was stacked last season, it's stacked even higher, bigger, tougher, bigger, better this season. But are you kidding me that Brandon Allen is currently the only member of the quarterback trio to not throw an interception in team drills, and you mean to tell me you're still not going to put him as the backup to Blake Bortles or even replace Blake Bortles? Now, I'm not saying Blake Bortles is not the man. I'm not saying he can't play. He can obviously still play, but how far is he going to get you is the one thing, the biggest thing, and people need to really wake up and realize how far is the man going to get you. Blake, I'm a fan of you, bro. I am. But I'm telling you, how far are you going to get the Jaguars? You'd be like, Nate, it's probably easy for you to say that when you're not out there, working out with them on team drills. Well, guess what? You are right. It is easy for me to be an analyst and sit here in my bedroom and make a video like this and say and give my opinions as if I was on FS1 with Undisputed or ESPN with First Take or, whatever else show that I would be on giving my analyst opinion. It is easy, but I'm telling you this, that there's a lot of us analysts out there who are talking this stuff, who know exactly what we're talking about, and these guys out there on the field continuously prove us right. Some of them prove us wrong, but a good majority of them prove us right. Can I name a few? Not off the top of my head, but we have gotten proven right, And if you ask me, in certain cases, I am a different type of sports analyst when it comes to this. Certain degree, I guess you could say, to a certain degree. But my biggest point here is that Brandon Allen, if you ask me, should be the backup, if not the starter. Because are you kidding me that Allen, again, is currently the only member of the quarterback trio to not throw an interception in team drills? Blake Bortles reportedly 2 or 3 days ago threw 5 interceptions in one practice. Are you kidding me? I made another video on this, but might delete that and just keep this one and continuously talk about this stuff. Because, are you kidding me? 5 interceptions. Like, no offense to Doug Marrone, no offense to Tom Coughlin, but I could have sworn that I thought that type of shakeup is what we needed in the Jaguars organization. But if you're going to let your starting quarterback throw 5, that's like the Jets letting, Fitzpatrick throw 6 interceptions in a game. But you see he's gone, isn't he? Blake, you can't throw 5 interceptions in practice like that and expect to have a good season. Like, if you ask me, I would have taken you out of there after the second or third interception. I wouldn't have let you stay in practice against our defense throwing 5 interceptions. I would have taken you out after the second or third. You're probably like, you wouldn't do that for Tim Tebow, would you? I love Tim Tebow. I'm one of the biggest fans of Tim Tebow at Nice High School. Should I God bless Nice High School, by the way. But I love Tim Tebow. But I'm telling you, even I wouldn't let my boy Tim Tebow throw 5 interceptions in one practice, let alone especially a game. I would take him out after the second or third. I'm not letting him continuously embarrass himself like that. If I have the power, of influence slash control to do it, I'm taking him out. I'm not gonna let you embarrass us and the team, you and the team like that. Throwing 5 interceptions in one practice and then again throwing 6 interceptions in a game? No. So my biggest point here, Brandon Allen, I don't know when you'll get your chance, but I'm praying that you get your chance whenever, whether it's with the Jaguars or not. All I can tell you is that Doug Marrone and Tom Coughlin, I really thought that, you guys is what we needed as a, shake up in the organization to finally, get a winning season, or at least an even season or whatever else. I thought is what we needed, but to know that Blake Bortles threw 5 interceptions in one practice and Allen is still the only member of the quarterback trio to not throw an interception in team drills, and you still say that Allen is your third stringer? No. And what I mean about that is, like, I don't understand how I can have hope in this season that this is going to be a playoff season for us. Now, Blake, I could be wrong. You could outshine and do exceptionally well this season. I do hope and pray that you do. But it's like saying, I'm hoping for the best, but I'm expecting the worst. Because I'm telling you, if you, into the first 5 games of the regular season, if you throw anywhere close to 5 interceptions in one game, and they don't take you out, and I hate to say it, but yeah, replace you with Chad Henne, but I would prefer replacing you with Brandon Allen, dude, the Jaguars are going to suffer, and you might suffer. But the Jaguars are definitely going to suffer. You can't throw 5 interceptions in one game like that. You can't do that. Well, 5 interceptions in one practice, and then like Ryan Fitzpatrick did, throw 6 interceptions in one game. You can't do stuff like that and expect, you know, who am I kidding? Some teams you can, because Andy Dalton hasn't even won a playoff game yet. He's still got a starting job. And I've talked about this in other episodes of this, is how it's amazing how certain quarterbacks, they'll put up good regular season numbers, but they won't get anything done in the postseason, and they still are keeping their starting quarterback jobs. I don't understand. How does Matthew Stafford still have a quarterback job? And I mean starting, by the way. How does he still have one? Because he's been in the league for how many years, and how many playoff games has he won? How many playoff games has Sam Bradford won? I said it before, and I'll say it again. Stop settling for these quarterbacks that are only going to get you regular season success. But then in the postseason, you know, if you win, you're winning by a hair. If you ask me, get one of those quarterbacks, just like Tom Brady. You were down by how many points, and then you know in the Super Bowl, and you came back to win it. Get you a quarterback like that. You probably be like, wait a minute, isn't that what Matthew Stafford is? Yeah, in the regular season. But what about in the postseason? What about in the postseason, ladies and gentlemen? One of my biggest points to you is the fact being that I hope Blake Bortles gets better. I hope the entire team gets better. But from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, this is still the same. This is almost still the exact same treatment of what we've gotten for the last 3-4 years. It's just different people steering the boat. You know, it's the same lineup. You just got a different person coaching it. So and the Jaguars are not going to succeed if they think again, Blake, I'm a fan of you, love you, brother, but I'm telling you, you cannot go in there throwing interceptions like that and thinking that you're going to win and excel. You're just not. That's just common sense, really. Like, that defense is stacked this year, more stacked than last year. So I'm telling you this, I mean, you should compliment that defense. Every time that defense does their job, I hope you score and do your job. Because, trust me, there is no point in having a stacked defense like that and you still, as a quarterback, can't do your job to win any games. Well, to put points on the board, let's put it that way. To put points on the board. There's no reason to have a stacked defense like that and yet you, as a quarterback, can't do your job to put any points on that board. And I mean points as in, 6 points touchdown, then extra point, 7 points. Not 3-point field goals. That's what I'm talking about right there. So I do hope, Blake Bortles, you do your job this upcoming season to prove me wrong and prove whoever else is doubting you wrong. Because I love you, brother, and I hope for the best, but I'm expecting the worst from you and the Jaguars. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm expecting the worst. To know 5 interceptions in one practice, come on, man. I think a lot of us may be expecting hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. But maybe I'm just the only one. I'm just telling you this. I love you, got faith in you, but dude, come on, step it up, because I really do not want this season to go down in the drain for you. I really don't want it to go down in the drain for you. I really don't. I'm just saying, Brandon Allen to be the only quarterback that still hasn't thrown an interception in team drills, and yet he's still third string. That, I feel like you're just setting for now, I look at that as you're just setting yourself up, your team up for disaster. You're just setting your team up for disaster. That's all I'm saying there. You're setting your team up for disaster already, automatically. Until you get into the regular season, and if Blake Bortles again goes anywhere close to 5 receptions and you still don't replace him, you're cursing your team for the rest of the regular season. Blake, I'm praying for you. Hope you get better.